Hey guys, Rhiannon Thatcher here. I joined It Works now 12 months ago, absolutely loving my journey. But I joined, I'm a mum of three. I now have a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old and an 18-month-old. So as you can imagine, life's pretty crazy. When I first joined It Works, I was very skeptical and wondered if this was actually going to be something that would suit me. I only wanted to earn a minimum of $500 a month. For that reason is because we had recently committed ourselves to a loan. We got ourselves in debt for our car, and having that car is very, very important. We made the commitment, of course, because we needed that stability for our family. But of course, that burden was always over our head, having to make sure that each and every week we're putting money away and making sure that it's there by a certain date. So for me, that's the main reason why I joined. I wanted to be home with my children. When I had my eldest two, I did work extensive hours and I did work on someone else's time constantly, and it wasn't something that I enjoyed. I was very miserable and always having that worry that if the kids did get sick, that I would have to have time off. Sometimes it would only be for a day, but sometimes it might have been for a week or longer. And that thought of always wondering if your job was going to be there waiting for you because you had no other choice but to be home for your children. So there's a few reasons, they're the major reasons why I joined. So having that stability financially and not having to worry about that constant stress about money, but two, always being there for my children. So when the year that I started, my eldest had already been in primary school for a couple of years, and I was missing out for so long that, on school assemblies, then receiving awards on their sports days in swimming, and I wasn't able to be there because I was working on someone else's time and being told when I can and can't leave my job. But the reality is we're all taught that that's the way to live, and you are to go to a 9 to 5, and well, in my case I was working 8 till 7 and crazy hours. When they were younger, I was spending money on daycare fees, and then I would then have to spend money on after school hours as well, just for the simple fact is that I wasn't available to leave when they needed to be picked up. So I was spending I was spending a huge amount of money on that. So I basically was working to pay for school fees and pay for petrol in my car to get to and from work, and I was barely getting ahead. I was barely able to put money in our savings account, and there was always something that needed to be paid for. And I knew that every week that I'd have the same amount of money in the hopes that the kids didn't get sick and those kinds of things. And that was very frustrating for me. So when we decided to have our third baby, there's quite a big gap, about 5-year gap there. But it was something that we wanted to do. And I was really scared that I was going to have to go back to the same life. I'd have a few months off with the baby, and then I'd have to go back to searching for another childcare to put her into so I could pay someone else to look after her. And that was something that I really did not want to do. I didn't want to miss out on her first steps. I didn't want to miss out on her first words. I didn't want to miss out on her going to the toilet for the first time. These are things that are really, really important, especially as a mum. These are important for mums and dads, but as a mum, these are things that we live for our children. They're so exciting. So with my first two, I was missing out on all of these exciting things. So when I'd had baby number 3, I was determined to find something that was going to work for me and work from home. But of course, we're all skeptical. I knew nothing about the business. I had never heard of It Works before. I didn't think that I would be here 12 months later. I didn't think that I was going to earn, massive amounts of money. I just wanted a minimum of $500 a month to make sure that I was covering that burden, or I shouldn't call it a burden because we all need that security of having that reliable car. But it was stressful, always worrying, are we going to have that money there at the end of the month? So I was asked the question when I first joined, how much are you wanting to earn? And I said a minimum of $500. More would be fantastic, of course, but a minimum of $500. So once I learned a little bit more about the business and I learnt that I could work directly from home, I learnt that I didn't have to do a lot of running around and picking up and dropping off products, which was massive for me. That the company provides us with a website that's run by them. They look after everything for us. I'm basically just a voice for the products, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. But of course I was sceptical about the products. Are they going to work? What if they don't work? You know, what if I start telling people about this, and, you know, whatever it may be. I had so many worries about it. But the reality was it was either take a chance or go back and work on someone else's time. So for me, I lunged straight in. I bought straight into the business. I didn't buy any products first. I just bought straight into the business. I had products delivered ready to my door along with my business kit, and it was the best decision that I ever made. Within 10 days, I had some amazing results from using the products. I'd struggled for a lot of years after having children with being happy in my own skin. So obviously that was one of the big reasons why I did join after I'd seen the products. And I said to myself that if these products work on me, then I know hundreds, if not thousands of people or everywhere that want to improve their body and feel better in their skin, especially after having children. We all love those mummy tummies. So for me, I was very sceptical about the business. I didn't understand it. I didn't know what I needed to do. I didn't really know all that much about it. I just knew that I needed to talk to people and explain the products to them, which I thought was easy enough. The other thing as well was I was sceptical about the products, as I said, and I wasn't sure whether they were going to work for me. I'd seen some amazing before and after photos, but of course we all have that worry and that fear that what if it doesn't work for me. So, but now 12 months later, I have been on the best journey of my life. It's the best decision that I ever made. My car payment is covered each and every single month. Since I joined, I think it was into my second month that it was covered straight away, which was absolutely fantastic. We get paid 2.5 weeks before my car payment's due, and now I have that security that I know that the money's sitting there and I just got to wait for the due date to come around and have the money ready to go, which is the best feeling. I sleep better, I have less stress, which means hopefully less grey hairs. There's so much that I have taken out of this business. The people that we work with, the friendships that I've made, I never even for a second thought that I would meet the people that I've met so far and have the friendships with the people that I have now and that I will have for the rest of my life. Just genuine, positive, supportive team members. Not directly people that I've signed up into the business, but also our sideline our rap sisters as well. So we have amazing support from all the way from America, from our upline over there, and that's something that you don't even imagine that would ever happen when you're looking at these people. And they have been in the business 5 and 6 years and they are massively successful and they are earning a great income, 10 times more than what I was earning working 60-hour weeks. And they're all supportive and they're here for us now. So I just have to say that if this is something that anyone's ever considering, that do it, jump straight in, don't second guess yourself, take a chance and you'll love every second of it. So I hope that helps with some information, and if you're wanting to join the team, we love welcoming new people each and every day. We're always here for each other and it'll be the best journey that you take. So I hope to have you on the team. Thanks guys.